think so. I know.
Can you hear us?
Kelsey, yeah, I heard you.
Can you hear us?
Yes, Kelsey, I just said yes.
She can't hear us.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe we can't hear them.
Try your volume.
check the volume on your computer, like this volume. Huh, that's weird.
Is it next to me?
Can you turn it down a little?
Can someone talk?
Hello, hello.
We're all talking. You
I
need
mean,
to
you're
check
using
your
your
stuff.
voice to try to communicate.
No, I mean, they're saying we
Oh,
hear
okay.
you fine. Check your own volume settings.
It also says you're recording this.
What?
Yeah, we're recording this for Julie.
Oh, okay.
She wants to see it, but was not able to join. Hey, Brent.
Oh, yeah, I'm not recording it. We're trying to get you on our TV.
Okay.
So,
Rush, because your parents are
Just get Apple TV again. It should
on their way.
Now,
Working on her pictures.
That's why I was gonna sit next to Mom, but then I was like, I can't see the Zoom meeting. So
Well,
useless.
while we're waiting on people, we got your Christmas box if you want Max and Dewey to open their stuff.
Sure.
We also got your
You want to bring that box off the table?
We got Kelsey's.
yeah, I'm cooking Kelsey.
You were
I
looking
guess
at
not.
She knows that.
We'll say that. Dad, guess what? If you're on an iPad, you can tap and hold somebody. So, for instance, I could take Whitney and I could tap and hold, and then I can move her.
Where are you moving her to, baby?
Okay, this one says to Max and Dewey from.
Hey, I'll take
Wait,
a
which
sec.
way are you going here? They're trying to see you open it.
Lost Portland.
Hey, take this side.
They're opening our gifts, Lindsay.
I heard. I decided I should join the video so that I could actually see.
Oh, I bet that's even yours.
I can tell.
Oh, cool.
Zoom background.
I got a big kid shirt.
With a dino on it. They both have dinos.
yeah.
Mine
Two different dinos.
What's yours doing?
Yeah, me and Ada chose those shirts out.
All right, this one I think you already started opening says, let's see what it says. That one says to Max and Dewey.
Hey,
Dewey, this one's for you. Do you want to try and open that?
oh, I know.
What wish present?
Oh,
That one's for you.
Oops.
oh.
What is it? Let's see. Oh my god. This is to make your bathtub snowy. You and Dewey.
Oh.
Well,
Look at that,
this
Jay.
too.
To me. To you.
Just to me.
Just to you. Oh, Sharon, come open it over here where they can see you.
Hi, Dewey.
Can I open it for you, dude?
Oh,
Hang on. Hmm.
I got for our tree, Max.
Cups.
cup. It's I think it's a cup, a bowl, a plate,
The
and a
tortoises. Yeah.
spoon. Bowls.
Put that on the
There's
tree.
like a plate that has
And I got look, some little acorns for
Oh yeah, me
little
and
acorns.
Ada and Mom picked that out. I thought that was really cute.
Oh.
Did you show Daddy the snowman ornament?
Dewey, your mama said we're supposed to get you something you can't break. You'll have to test it for us.
Check these out.
Something you can't break. Sounds like a good idea.
I don't know if it meets the bill or not. We'll have to have it
Oh my God.
tested out.
Ooh, I got that.
Oh my god.
So everyone better go to bed tonight. Huh? Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you.
You're welcome.
So Brent, I went to a goat farm and got those socks. Oh, what happened to them?
I think they either left or Dewey made them leave.
We hung up on us.
And on the button.
Maybe they got kicked out of the meeting. Probably Dewey kicked them.
Who's the host of this thing?
You,
Oh,
Dad.
I didn't
Here they
pick.
go, come back.
Mom, why are you having Diet Coke in your room?
The laptop.
Did
I
Dewey
was
hang-
trying to tell Brent about these socks.
Dewey closed the laptop and now he needs a new diaper. So
Those two things are not related. One didn't cause.
Mika, do you want to show everybody your shirt from Grandma Marcia? You want to stand up so they can see it?
Elsie, we cannot hear you.
I can hear her.
come sit next to me.
Do you have a background?
Hey, I can see.
Lindsay does have a background. Mhm.
Can we have a background?
I have background.
Yeah, Dad got that.
I don't know how to do the background like Aunt Lindsay.
You like my background, Vega?
Gin Boulder. There's a picture of the back.
You got something off the table. You want this?
I want a picture of that.
I don't know how to do that.
Your foot has to be off the table. Try to slide you back.
Dan, how do you do the picture background?
I don't know.
Only Lindsay knows how.
How to do it.
Lindsay, can you show us how to do it?
Lindsay's off the call currently.
How
Lindsay,
you do it is you buy pictures and you hang them up on your wall.
See?
This is like,
It's like this, and then you can take them down if people want to see them up close. I painted this myself.
Ooh.
Has one. Oh, not that
Why
kind.
should I change it? Then
I don't think
bed.
they're trying to make jokes. I know that you don't quite understand it.
I know.
After this call, maybe Aunt Lindsay can teach us how, okay?
Do it right now.
We're not going to do it right now. They're going to show us a video. Our internet's not good enough to hook you guys up to the Apple TV, so we're just going to watch it on the laptop.
All right. Well, we lost Hazel now. Why is people keep dropping?
The internet is complicated.
I told Hazel she couldn't be in here if she's on a different device. So I think that's why she got off the iPad.
Where is she? Oh, she
It
didn't-
sounds like she's downstairs.
right.
I
So-
see it. It disappeared.
So Rex and Marcia should be joining.
They're walking in the door,
Okay.
It's fine.
so
Want me to take it off?
I invited my brother also, but he will not be
I
able.
guess we should sit in there. This is the biggest screen we have. I don't know if our internet can support two computers. I mean, we can try it, but
It's fine. Watch.
I mean, we should sit there because that's where Dad can sit, right?
upside down.
No.
Hi, Marcia.
They're there.
Ada said
So
she was glitchy because of my virtual background, so I had to take it off. So I can't be in my Zen forest bathing anymore.
Her head was floating among the trees.
So when are we doing the slideshow?
Momentarily. I've got Ada's on my screen now, and I will share my screen as
You
soon
can
as
go there.
everyone's ready. Is everyone
Don't go over
ready?
that cord. Go off that way. Ada's coming to you since she's gonna go first.
Ada, She needs to make up her mind.
Computer?
Don't lick
No.
the computer. She's
I didn't.
pretending.
All right.
Kelsey, do you think we should keep waiting for mom and dad?
They're here in the house. They're setting up their laptop. I think it'll
Right,
take them
so-
3 more minutes. Are we waiting for Aaron? Do we think he's coming?
He's not coming.
Okay, so they say you can start. If you want to go ahead and start, if you want to wait 3 more minutes, then they'll have their computer set up.
Wait 3 minutes.
Bring it over, hon.
Dan, if you stop the recording and then you restart it, would it not have all this
It
chitter
doesn't
chatter at the beginning?
Doesn't Julie want
In fact, that's a good idea that it doesn't come off, because if you ever pulled it off of there, you'd probably never find it. Because it's so tiny.
Megan, do you want to sit and watch this in my office so that you can sit on the big rolly chair?
No.
No.
You want to sit on my lap? Come here.
Yeah, and then maybe people can see your shirt. Can you show them your shirt? Can you
It's a
show them?
nice shirt.
You got
There you go.
like your shirt, Vega?
Oh, you can't see the best part. It has Scotty dogs on it.
What? What?
She's over zooming.
She's over everything.
What was in here?
That was in this. Nothing was inside it, but it was inside this.
You want your necklace on or no?
Something just happened. We're looking at St. Louis.
And we're seeing behind the scenes.
Where did Ada take this picture?
All right. Can you see the picture of this wall?
I know it's St. Louis.
Yes, we can. What? There's an alien spaceship.
A UFO, but I don't see it on the computer.
And something that looks like Rick from Rick and Morty.
I just see it says, Brianna, will you be my girlfriend?
What? I see it.
It does say that. I'm not making it up.
Where is this picture taken?
Well, I was just gonna. Are Rex and Marsha almost here? All right, we don't know. We don't know what happened to them. So let's start. All right, Ada's gonna go first, and she's gonna talk about each picture. So Ada, tell us about this picture. Here they
Wait,
are.
I have a question.
What, Hazel?
Do we all have to mute?
Not if you're quiet.
Okay.
Wait, so can you see it?
Everyone can see the picture?
Oh, we can all see it.
All right, Ada, talk about the picture.
This picture, I saw it out the window and I really liked it and I wanted to send it to you, Grandma. Not the one that looks like it's upside down, the one.
The right side up, Grandma.
Yeah,
You have an upside down grandma too?
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Grandma Marsha.
All right, this is in St. Louis, this picture.
I
So
really like.
These pictures are going to be chronological. And of course, we drove, we
What are
had,
you talking about it?
I'm going to talk about it a little bit too. And so this is in St. Louis, and so is this.
So is that.
What's this?
A big arch that you can take an elevator in.
Yes, but did we get on the elevator?
No,
Why not?
because I don't know.
Because there's a global pandemic,
Maybe.
and I don't know if they were open. Also, we were in a hurry. We had to cover like 500 miles a day, and not time
We
for.
could have gone to the arch. We could have. We didn't know. We went here instead.
We also went here.
Where's this in?
The Missouri Botanical Garden.
What kind of flower is this?
I don't know.
Did-
Orchid.
I like that. It looks
these
like
are
a
all- these
spiky.
are all Ada's pictures.
These are Ada's pictures.
Yeah,
Oh,
Great
Ada.
pictures, Ada.
This is a spiky pickle.
I call it a spiky.
Oh, don't bite into
Pickle.
that.
Ooh, roses. I took
Oh,
pictures of roses and I really like those. Also at the Missouri Botanical Gardens. That's a orchid.
What's that?
Beautiful orchids.
Wow.
I zoomed it in because it was like on this big wall of rock. And I really liked how that one piece chipped off and it looked really cool.
Wow, that's
This is at Arches National Park in Utah.
That's also at Arches National Park in Utah. And that is balanced rock next to that big thing. Done.
balance rock, right?
Oh, I know what that is. Chula.
Cactus at Arches. And I took a lot of pictures of cactuses, but I just love cactuses.
It's a beauty.
That actually mom took because I gave her my phone.
Because you're in the picture, I think.
Hazel and Ada
That
on
picture.
Arches
Nice.
National Park. Where's this?
Nice.
Oh,
Arches.
Wow.
That is a good picture.
who took that one?
Mountains in the background.
What?
The mountains in the background.
Yeah.
Snow covered.
Yeah, we know about those.
How did we,
I like how the shadow makes a loop that's the same
Yeah.
shape as the arch,
Another,
but
and also
crooked.
that person framed down in the,
Brilliant.
that's a gorgeous picture.
Hmm. That's like by Double Arch.
that was by Double Arch? That's not a
Yeah.
double arch.
I know, but it was
That's-
by Double Arch.
One of the
There's a bunch of arches, small arches like that by Double Arch.
Well, duh. It's called Arches National Park, Ada.
What's this?
Whoa.
That's the high roller.
What city is this in?
Must be.
Las Vegas.
Las
I have a
Vegas.
hat from Las
Duh.
Vegas that has Las Vegas at the top and it doesn't have space and it's pink and it's downstairs, so I'm not gonna get it.
I think it's 500 feet up when you get to the top.
On this high roller, you see how it's pink? It's pink, so it changes light. And it takes a long time. And those globes are like huge. You could like fit more than like three or four or two families. And
Whoa.
they're huge.
Do you get one trip around when you go on that?
One trip around, it takes about half an hour.
Half an hour?
I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Take us?
We went all the way around once and it cost so much money.
That was
28 minutes.
28 minutes.
Yeah.
It had a countdown on the thing, on the video
Okay, it
screen.
did have a countdown, but still.
Yeah, they were.
We went all the way up and I think the highest is like 517 feet.
So Ada took this picture as we pulled up in the parking lot and it was still daytime, but as we were, when we were up in there, it got dark.
Once I got
Got very
daytime,
dark.
More pictures of this coming later. Stay tuned.
Wow.
Where is this?
Las Vegas.
This is also in Las Vegas.
Welcome to the fabulous Hershey's world.
We talked about this earlier.
And where's this?
Grand Canyon. That is the Colorado River. I zoomed in on every part of the Colorado River I could see and took a picture of it.
Wow,
Nice.
that's gorgeous.
Where's
Elvis Presley.
Now we're in Memphis.
Yeah, that's in Memphis.
who's Elvis Presley?
The king of rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Duh.
Why did they call him that?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Because he was the king of rock and roll.
He was the king of rock and roll.
You
That's
know
why.
any of his songs? You know
ain't
that
nothing
Beth-
but a hound dog.
Beth listens to the Elvis channel all the time on Sirius XM.
Oh, okay.
Full time Elvis.
We could listen to it. So we
There's
say,
one
Alexa,
more
play Elvis.
There's one more picture. Yeah, this
Aw.
mode on my
Yeah.
phone. Portrait mode is where it shows the person, but it blurs out the background.
Portrait mode, nice.
You can see where it cuts off right by her ear. Like Photoshop, it cuts off part of her hair. I bet her hair, it's like fluffy right here. It's got like some
On the back.
very thin hair that
Right
All right.
here.
Portrait
Good job, Ada.
Oh, Rex. Hi, Rex.
Hi, Rex.
Hi, Rex.
Hi.
On the road trip.
I have delayed the show.
Hey,
Or the road trip.
All right, these are my pictures. I have more pictures, so I'm gonna go through them pretty quickly.
That's the van.
This is the van, we have a 12-passenger van,
Wow.
and this is it. It's looking very, very clean in this picture because this is
Yeah.
before we drove it anywhere, parked in front of our house.
Before it got frozen.
This is a park
Ah,
in
I
Western
love
Virginia. This picture was taken with the drone.
love that
Very
one.
scenic, this river and these cliffs. We had a picnic.
Wait, Dad, didn't I take that picture?
No, the
You
drone
took-
did.
Well, the drone did. I don't know if you took this one or I took this one.
Oh no, I
took
think
a
I
bunch-
took that
you
picture.
took them?
No.
Um,
It's the arts that we
here
showed.
we are in St. Louis.
Oh, Arch in
I
the
got
fall.
that.
And then this is in St. Louis at the Missouri Botanical Gardens. If you look closely, you can see Hazel and Lindsay,
Yes.
middle of the picture.
All right.
This,
Boy, those are big plants.
what was this building called?
The dome.
No, it had a name. Hazel, what was this building called?
I forget. I don't know.
That circle.
Lindsay, are you on the call?
I can go check.
Who drew a circle on my screen?
Yes, I'm on. I'm trying to get my stuff to not lag so much. This was called the Climatron.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Who
So
is
you can't climb on it.
who is drawing on
It's like climate.
It's a mystery, Ada. We'll never know.
Oh yeah, I was drawing on it. I was trying to indicate where I was.
no?
All right, this is at our Airbnb in Lawrence, Kansas.
I'm on my Zoom
And
meeting. for
this was a
school.
Monday morning, and
That's
Ada is
cool.
getting on her Zoom call for school,
I'm
as
already
we
on
would,
my Zoom call.
as we would attempt to do many more times throughout the trip.
Were you successful?
Oh.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
That's
So
nice.
this is at the Cathedral of the Plains, not a real cathedral, not officially, but a very big church and a very old church somewhere in the middle of Kansas.
It's a church.
And we were the only people there, so
That was
No,
it.
we were not.
managing our COVID risk.
Victoria, Kansas.
Us?
We were not the only people in Kansas, but we were the only.
No, I saw other people.
Dad, we were not the only people. There was like one other man and like two other people that were in it together.
Briefly.
And there were other people. Hazel's right, because
Okay.
the woman had an Ohio State sweatshirt on. And so when we stopped at the rest area in Kansas, I saw the same lady and I recognized her because of her Ohio State sweatshirt. And I commented on the fact that I had seen her. She seemed very confused by that.
There
And
was
I said,
also
we saw you at
It's a
Cathedral
weird
of the
comment
Plains.
to say, like, I know you. It's
There's
like-
also this guy praying there up at the
There
front.
was, I remember that. But it was not crowded.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
everyone was wearing a mask, so.
As we can see.
All right, this is the rest area, and if you've never been to Kansas, and I had never been to Kansas before this trip, this is what Kansas looks like, most of it.
Wow.
You see
Yeah.
those rest area, the building,
Yeah,
by the building? There were dead birds under there.
Dead birds in Kansas.
There were like 3. I saw 3.
Hazel, can you draw a picture of our van, draw a circle around our van?
So
It looks so small compared to the trucks.
what about us?
Where's
Draw-
us? Show where we are.
You could have been driving a FedEx truck across the
We
country.
could do the FedEx.
They are.
Hazel could have been in this one, and Ada could have been in this one.
Oh, I'd be so lonely.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Can you take this off the screen now?
Take it off the screen.
All right.
Whoa.
This is along the road, sunset. This is eastern Colorado, which looks a lot like western Kansas because they're right next to each other. This was
Oh my God.
just a nightly ritual, and this is only about half of all the devices. That have-
Devices.
No kidding.
I see 2 iPhones out of 4. I see,
Mine is the sparkly
I see
one.
one.
Wait, there's 4 iPhones?
out
Oh
of
yeah, there
4.
are. Because then there's
I see one.
your
spot
iPhone
out of
and mom's
3
work
in-
phone.
in the
Okay,
room,
yeah.
and all plugged in and charged up for the next day. So this picture was taken at our Airbnb in Aurora, Colorado. And the next morning,
Oh.
what happened?
It's snow.
Early in the morning in Colorado, it started snowing, and we got stuck in a terrible traffic jam. We had a snowshoeing appointment in Breckenridge at 9:15, I think, a.m.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. and we ended up changing it to 2 p.m. So we were 5 hours late, but we did make it
That's a snowshoeing
to
picture.
Breckenridge, and here we are snowshoeing. This
I'll
beautiful-
show you a picture of the snowshoes.
all the snow
Right
and
there.
the mountains and trees. Thank you, Hazel. That's where our feet are.
That's our
And,
snow. Those thingies on our shoes.
A picture taken by our tour guide, and then this next picture. This is a very funny picture. This is Lindsay in the middle is talking to our tour guide, while Ada is taking a rest.
I wasn't even cold, but
Because you had your snow pants and your
was kind of
big
hurting.
giant jacket on.
So good to lie down.
So it,
Every time I did, my stomach wasn't hurting that much, and then it got better and better. I love doing that.
that's the turns. This thing about snow is it's very soft, and so you can lie down.
Yeah, it's like a pillow. It's like a
Did
light-
anybody try to resuscitate you, Ada?
We got her up eventually.
Eventually.
Want to
We got the snowshoes off of her. They gave her hot chocolate, and we
at the
Yeah,
end.
that was
got back in
good.
the van. And we got back on the treacherous roads. Eventually, we got out of the snow, and we made it here to eastern Utah.
I love this
And
place.
This
I love this place. This
was
place
the
is
most-
awesome.
This was the most comfortable place we stayed at, a 3-bedroom, not a fancy place, but 3-bedroom, very comfortable. Hazel's not actually asleep in this picture, she's pretending. But
Did anybody try to resuscitate you, Hazel?
there's a lot of resting.
No.
Anyway, here's outside of that place, and this is just what it looks like. It's kind of unfair how much more beautiful the West is. You just look out your window, it looks like this. What,
Can I talk?
Yes.
So there's a few things I want to say about this. Here I wanted a souvenir, and so I took a rock from the gravel. It was very rough. I don't know where it went, but also we see your shadow down at the bottom.
I know, yes.
Terrible picture because of that.
I'm not up there.
I'm just kidding. I like it.
All right, moving along. Oh, there's a story behind this one. So this, moving on to Arches National Park. So the picture at the top was not
Wow.
taken by me. That picture was taken by my grandfather Raymond Bach in 1958, shortly after Arches National Park opened. And my dad sent me this picture as we were driving in, and he says, maybe you can find the same spot. So we stopped at the visitor center and we
The
showed
sky
them,
isn't the same.
and the sky's not the same. We stopped at the visitor center and we showed them this picture at the top, and we said, where is this? And they said, that looks like, I forget, this thing has a name. It's called the Gossips, the 3 Gossips or something. Anyway, it's hard to miss because you kind of have to drive. It's right around the corner from the visitor center, and you have to drive by it to get to any other part of the park.
Hazel wants to talk.
So we stopped the van, and I took a picture, and that's the same spot 62 years later. What is it?
I have 2 things. One, this, something is wrong. 2 things are wrong. 3, sorry, hold on. I have a few things that are wrong.
But go ahead.
The sky is not the same. There are no clouds in the sky.
Yes,
The van is parked on the wrong side.
you're right, yeah.
And
What?
the bushes on the side and the hill by the car is not the same.
You're right, not the same.
Also, one more thing.
I think the only thing you could fix is parking the car on the right side.
But the car's going the other direction. So both cars are on the correct side of the road.
Hazel, do you notice what else is different? There's no markings on that road actually in the old photo.
New road when my father was.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The road is different and the lighting is different.
Didn't exist.
That's because cameras were probably very terrible back then.
Can I request a copy of this duo of pictures for our collection?
Yes, yes,
Yes, please.
yes. All right.
We'll hang it up with the province.
Oh.
So we'll, so
Aw.
we
Oh,
it was a hike to get to, this is called Delicate Arch, and Ada already showed you a picture of it, but here's us at it. It was a 1.5 mile hike to get there, 1.5 miles back.
I was terribly scared that I was about to fall all the way down there.
There are some scary parts.
Yeah, there's like a giant hole right there where that guy is.
There was a hole. I don't know about the hole.
It's giant. It's terrifying.
Yeah,
It's a
when you look at my picture,
crater.
you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, in my
All right,
picture.
so,
Oh.
no drones allowed in national parks, but this is at a place called Black Dragon Canyon as we're driving away,
He called it
from
dark
arches.
shadows.
and the sun is setting as we're driving west, so the sun is setting in front of us. And I'm kind of watching the rear view mirror for any scenery that might get lit up by the dramatic sunlight. And we happened upon this rest area. And so I took this picture. Lindsay she walked back this way on this sidewalk and took a picture which then got printed on canvas and has the moon in it. You actually can't see the moon in this picture, but it's.
We showed that to
But here's the
Grandma
thing.
and Grandpa, so they know
I've
that
seen our
one.
moon picture already, but that was at the same rest
Speaking
area.
of,
And so then we drove.
Hey,
across the-
Daddy, I have a comment.
What?
South Lake.
Can you go back a picture?
Yeah.
I'm actually correcting Ada. Ada, it wasn't dark shadows, it was dramatic shadows.
I'm correcting myself too.
All right. So we drove across Utah, we drove across Nevada, and we made it to Lake Tahoe. And Lindsay and I went for a run, and we stopped at the state line to take a sign because we ran all the way from Nevada to California, and that's where this
Excuse
sign is. What?
me.
Ada?
Grandma and Granddad were there.
They were there.
Lots of people
Oh, we were not at the run.
were there.
All right.
We're muted.
Well, they were-
So along the run, I stopped to take this picture of the lake. Isn't it beautiful?
Lake Tahoe.
We met up with our friends, Felicia and Brian, at an outdoor,
Why do you not have your glasses on?
because I was wearing sunglasses and I took off the sunglasses for the picture.
Oh.
Look weird.
This is a drone picture of the lake. Here's town down here. These are giant casinos right there.
Can they see your mouse?
I think so. Can you see my cursor?
Yes, we can see your mouse.
Yes.
The drone, the drone took off from our Airbnb and
Oh,
then
look at that
flew
hill.
over here and took these pictures.
Look at that mountain.
We went to a state park. I thought the sign was funny.
Huh.
Each of those bathroom door
What,
at night to
what if the
prevent
bears have to go to
whales
the
from
bathroom?
getting in trash.
Yeah,
Oh,
Thank
that's not
you.
fair.
that's a good question, but really we should probably all be doing this at home. Close your bathroom door.
To make
You
sure
don't know about
people-
bears. So we went on this sleigh ride. And here's all of us. on
Carriage ride.
the carriage ride. And so you can see the sleigh in this picture that they can take the wheels off, I guess, and this thing can go in snow.
Oh, it's so.
There wasn't snow on the ground.
Kids running.
And Dad,
There's the horse.
That's Mississippi.
What, Lindsay?
Mississippi. That's
I was just gonna
Mississippi.
say to my dad that Dan thinks that the sleigh carriage driver took an obnoxious number of photos, but there are many, many photos if you'd like to see all of them from this ride on Google
Sure.
Photos.
All right.
Honey, I wanna just
Oh, that's
Can you
cute.
go back?
Hi, Ada.
That horsey's name is Mississippi.
Her name is Mississippi. Here's some of us at the lake.
I'm right there, if you can see me.
So this is our Airbnb, and to
Oh.
get a good picture of it, you need a drone. So I took this picture of it. Here's the driveway, and you walk in here, and then you go up.
Steps,
long-
You walk along here,
Walk up
go
some
up there.
steps, and the kitchen was up here. That's me. You see me on the deck?
I think it was 62 steps.
62 steps. Yeah.
Lots of steps.
Hazel,
I called it Billy Goat Manor.
take that line off of it. Here's
Oh my
watching
god.
iPad.
Hazel's iPad. not the iPad.
Here's
Oh,
all.
look at that. Oh.
Wow.
Handsome. I'm not handsome. I'm people. Girls don't be handsome. Boys.
I'd like a copy of that picture.
We have that.
Yeah,
You
Rex
just-
has it. All right, so moving on to Las Vegas. This is inside of our high roller car, and we did
See
have
how
our
huge
own.
it is.
It was-
Yeah, everybody got their own because of COVID-19.
That's not really true. I think they would have put more.
I mean,
people-
I guess, but they
Yeah.
weren't busy.
They're very-
So
These stay 6 feet apart. But anyway, we had our own car, and look at the view. This is after the sun has gone down.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
And this is,
oh, I like that picture.
New
this
York,
is
New
where
York.
this is this hotel we stayed at. It's a replica of New York City.
So it's called New York.
It's called New York Hotel and Casino. Hazel, can you stop drawing on the screen, please?
It's funny.
Look at the roller coaster.
And there's a roller coaster and there's a Statue of Liberty. This
Statue
is
of
inside New York.
Oh,
Hazel riding up the escalator. Not very crowded. Not very crowded.
It was crowded.
And this is
it was not.
Grand Canyon. We made it to the Grand Canyon.
Very, very
There's more. I'm not going to speed through these because there's more pictures of the Grand Canyon coming later. But here's Lindsay and Ada. I don't think that's Hazel.
That's not.
No, that's definitely not me.
I don't know
I
what-
was walking with you. I was never in the front.
So this is South Kaibab Trail, correct? You didn't go on Bright Angel?
We did. We just didn't go as far.
We went. Yeah, we didn't go very far on either trail. We went on Bright Angel and we went on
Yeah, this is South Kaibab.
South Kaibab. There's me. Because this is in the morning.
What are you doing?
It's wearing your hat
It
thing.
was cold.
Look
Very
at your
cold.
hat. Look at your
Look
hat.
at my
It
hat.
was very cold. I mean, you'd expect Arizona to be hot
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's
not
like
Hazel.
in the middle of the West, but it's
This is the only time Hazel wore her super warm jacket. Was it the-
literally.
This is now we're on to Oklahoma City, and this is our friends Todd and Emily, and we had our social distancing pizza dinner in their garage.
I was like seriously freezing.
Which was almost the same as going to Mexico for their wedding.
Almost the same.
No, it was not.
For
Can
this-
I have a few more
Excuse me.
comments on here?
Yes, just a minute. This is at our Airbnb in Oklahoma City. This is the coolest Airbnb we stayed at.
Yes, this was the best Airbnb.
It was not the most comfortable because it was only this one room. There's one bed, and this is the sofa bed. Look, there's Hazel. What, Ada?
One comment is for Hazel is we made a fort with the sofa bed, and you see that I'm actually in between the stuffed animals at the top. The bunny on the
Oh, I see you.
left is Riley, my bunny that I got at the Grand Canyon, and the other one I haven't named him. I got him for a long time.
So one other thing I want to say about this picture, this neighborhood, this whole, stop shaking the table. This whole neighborhood was built on an old airport. And they built the main strip of the neighborhood onto the strip of the runway.
The
It was
picture.
called Runway Boulevard. So this picture here was a picture taken in, I believe, 1985 of a man with an airplane at this airport back when it was in use as an airport. And so here it is from the drone.
Wow.
See the runway and what's left of it over here. And then this is the main part of the neighborhood. And then I think is maybe this one is the house we were staying at. And it
So,
was
Dad, if this part
in Oklahoma.
is the runway, is this part a runway?
I think it used to be, yeah, many years ago.
Do airplanes still try to land there?
I think, I hope not.
I hope not.
Only drones.
Probably, yeah. Only drone.
Kind of airplanes.
I see a roller coaster
I texted this to my.
It's a Ferris
right by your mouse.
So you see that that's not a roller coaster.
That's a Ferris wheel,
I know.
Ada.
So
Sometimes I get it
I
mixed up.
sent this picture to my neighbor, Aaron Lubeck, who you've met, my parents have met. He's a real estate developer who knows everybody who does real estate development, like who does this kind of new urbanist style. He's very well connected. He said he has a story about this, which he told me the other day about the Ferris wheel. he said, this is the Ferris wheel from Santa Monica, which the owner of when they were building the neighborhood about 15 years ago, they bought the Santa Monica Ferris wheel on eBay for $250,000. And they moved it here to Oklahoma City. Thanks, Hazel.
Who's saying hurry up?
Oh,
Was the story that boring? Anyway.
yes, it was.
All right, so next state after Oklahoma is Arkansas. And this is, we went on a hike and we saw this lovely scenery.
Wait, this is a new Ferris wheel from Santa Monica. from
Oh,
our
cool.
bathroom.
Oh, wow. You have a
And,
picture.
and I actually painted a picture of this Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Apparently in a juried show. I mean, being juried for a show.
You painted it?
I painted, so this is the photograph that one of us took, I forget.
Cool.
And then I did
Grandma, we can't see it. It's too low.
too low.
I mean, it's
I
too
saw
high.
it.
Too high now.
See it?
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, I used it as a basis for a piece of artwork.
That's the word.
Marianne, that's the Santa Monica, the current version.
So after Arkansas, we stayed in Memphis, and we stayed in this
Oh yeah, I like that.
charming old
I like that
building,
place.
110 years old, with this really ornate style of
Beautiful.
stone work and everything. And the
Don't-
apartment was not fancy, but we stayed in a 2-bedroom apartment in this building.
Dad,
And this
I
is
was
not a
wiping my hand.
what, Ada?
Can you go back? So, there are sparkles that are by the elevators. And
Yeah.
also in our room, that we stayed in, it, on the outside, it was stinky.
All right, thank you.
Just stinky.
All right, so this is not a drone picture. This is the view from our window on, what floor were we on in this building?
17.
17 something? So
I think
there's,
it was the 18th.
there's the Mississippi River. Maybe you've heard of it. And,
I think I have.
and so Memphis is where this happened.
Oh, boy.
This was, it took me an hour and a half to get to this point of figuring out where the spare tire was and figuring out how to release it and then remove the old tire and put the spare on.
Dad,
What, Ada?
I had a comment about the picture before that.
What, Ada?
That bridge over by the Mississippi River, out our window at night, it was like glowing with so many different cool patterns. It was moving and I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, they have a light show on the bridge each night.
So we took the van to this place, Cowboy Junior Tire Shop. And if you're ever in Memphis and you want to pay $50 for a heavily used tire,
That's
to
the
go in
place to
a
go.
12-passenger van, I highly recommend it. Cash,
You have cash.
especially though, if you don't have cash on you, you can leave your phone as collateral, and then you can drive your car away to go to an ATM to get cash. So that's the
Did you have
deal.
to do that?
And I was what?
Did you have to do that?
Well, I told him, how about he told me there was a place right down the block. And I said, how about I just leave the van here? I'll keep my phone. And I'll walk over there to the ATM. So that's what I did.
Besides, he only wanted rotary dial phones.
He wanted the phone so he didn't just walk off. Because
Yeah.
he would just come there.
And so we had a long conversation about lunch, about why they would want you to hand over your phone.
Yeah.
So
And I finally figured out that he could erase all the data and get a free phone. And I now know I now want to do
It's
that so I can
locked.
prank
Why
my
do you want
dad
your
on
phone to
April
be locked?
Fools.
Anyway,
But you would want it.
so here's the patch, $10, tires, $35 and up. Give all glory to God, is what it says right here. So that kind of place. And then when I was returning the van, they said, they asked for the phone number of the place, and they said, we'll call and get a receipt. And I said, I don't know if it's that kind of place. Good luck. I gave them the phone number.
Good luck.
I don't-
Where we
I
had
don't know
lunch
what
there,
became of that.
where we had lunch there, I really liked the park.
So luckily, this flat tire happened in the middle of downtown Memphis, and so
That's in my slideshow. You can't tell the
Right.
stuff that's
Okay.
All right, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Is that the last
This
picture?
is the last one. We're at the end. This was my last.
Is it my turn or is it mom's turn?
Who's
Nice
next?
job, Dan.
You told me you
Uh,
didn't want to go third, Hazel, but I don't care. Whatever you want.
All right, so.
Mom's.
All right, well, so give me a moment because Lindsay was making changes to hers up until the last.
Well, I made a slideshow for work to share where I was going, but then I realized I didn't really have a lot of people in that
This is the work
slideshow.
one.
So this is,
My screen.
you're like giving it all away.
This is the work one though, right?
Yeah.
You're not full screen, it seems.
Well, I don't have the right slideshow open yet, so I'm going to do that first and then go full screen.
I see.
You guys did really well in cutting down your pictures. You must have thousands and thousands.
Yes, well, we
But to
didn't
be able
want-
to do this is very impressive.
I know that some people on this call have young children and wanted to give everyone a chance to see as much do as much curation as we could. So, all right, I have this open this way, so maybe I can just do it this way.
Make it bigger then.
That's blurry. Open with Google
Good
Slides.
to hear.
Dad, if you open it with Google Slides, you can present it.
All right, it's doing
There
that.
should be a yellow button in the top right corner. Then you won't give away the next pictures.
All right, well, it's loading now.
Loading.
There we
Oh,
go.
oh. So hit present. It's a white button in the top right corner.
Tech support is on it.
All right, now we're in high res. Can everyone see?
Yeah.
All right, Lindsay, take it away.
All right. Well, this is our approximate route. This is my attempt at eyeballing it. And the different colors of green don't mean anything because I just tried to add them for visual interest. The yellow are the places I've lived in. So after this, fill in the rest of the states I've been to so that you can see where our upcoming trips need to go to. And Dan has learned that North Dakota has a special club you can join for all the people who have North Dakota as their 50th state to go to. So
Dad
I have to
sent me
hold
an
off
email
on
for
one.
that, and I'm so not interested.
All right, well, move on, Dan.
Boring.
Hazel, can
Hazel.
you?
I'm sorry.
I'd
Your
like to see
turn
if
to
there's a
narrate.
club like that for Alaska.
Oh, we didn't find info about it yet. So, okay. So you already heard about Missouri Botanical Gardens, but this is the Missouri Botanical Gardens outside, and you saw the Climatron inside. But I got to meet up with a friend who I'd actually never met. I'd only met online through a class we took together. So this is Katie. So she told us about the Missouri Botanical Gardens, and it was a hit. So that was fun. Yes, Ada.
Eileen, you're way to
Did
get
I
my foot.
take that picture? Because I was taking pictures with my.
I don't know who took it, but yeah, maybe you took this picture.
No, I took that picture of you and Katie.
How do you?
No, I don't-
Because you didn't take pictures of Mom and Katie.
So many. I have like
I don't know.
15.
Let's just move on and not argue about that
Oh.
part, okay?
That's upside down.
Why is it?
Oh, well, that's curious. Well, I was not actually upside down in Colorado, but I was very excited to be in fresh snow, especially after we had had treacherous driving to get there. And if you ignore the upside down photo and look at the photo on the left, you can see Hazel sat down on this bench. You can see how much snow had fallen that morning from the slots on the bench.
It was actually way more, but it fell off the bench
Right.
because I was like,
There
be
was lots
gone.
of soft fluffy snow. And there's supposed to be a different picture here that's not me upside down, which was the girls in their snowsuits. When we finally got to Breckenridge, the first thing they did was just play in the snow in the parking lot. So I was supposed to switch that picture out, but I don't know what happened, why my photo's upside down. So
Yeah.
moving on. That's where we went snowshoeing.
Say next when you want me to go to the next game.
Yeah.
So
So this
this
is
is
the
the
giant
crater
hole.
Ada was talking about, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Like, see how deep that is?
Yeah.
And you see how small those people are? What if those people fell? Imagine what if those people were you? That's terrifying.
Yeah. So all these people on the left were people standing in line so that they could go stand under the arch and get their picture taken. So we
I feel
did not do
Weird
that.
because you take a picture under the arch, you don't get any of the arch in it. You
Yeah,
just get the background.
so cute.
You're right.
It's so not worth it.
All right, next.
I love this one.
Oh yeah, this one's pretty.
So this is my favorite photo of Lake Tahoe itself, capturing the clarity of the lake. So this is the place that we went, Sand Harbor State Park, where we went for the carriage ride. But I went around some loop that I didn't know where I was going, but I discovered this. I was pretty excited about getting that picture because you can see what the lake is like. So next.
So a lot of these pictures from Lake Tahoe look photoshopped because the water is so blue, and I think that's crazy because
Beautiful.
none of this is photoshopped. I think none of us know how to Photoshop. So I was just gonna say that. Because some people are like, that is so photoshopped.
Okay.
Look at the clouds. I'm in the sky. Looks so pretty. There's also mountains.
So this is on the other side of Lake Tahoe. We went to the Emerald Bay State Park. It's in California. And Mom hung out with with Hazel and Ada so that Dan and I could go on a run. And the first thing I learned is that I had been here before in utero, but I do not recall that. So this is my actual experience with going to Emerald Bay. And so there's actually this little island in Lake Tahoe. But the other thing crazy about this is Dan and I both ran to the point that we were at the water's edge, and then we ran back up. And the thing I can't quite fathom is the elevation change that we ran up is the same as the high roller Ferris wheel. So the whole Ferris wheel could have fit down below here into where the waterfront is. So that was kind of crazy. Yes, Ada.
I thought you meant the next picture when you started talking, but now I noticed that it's not the next picture. So I put my hand on.
All right, now I will go to the next picture.
Wow.
This is when we were driving out of this state park, and we were up on the ridge. So I just thought that was kind of crazy. It was one of the places the road was a little nuts. So, next photo.
Wow.
That's where we are. Hey!
So Richard and Henrietta encouraged us to go get this photo at the west end of Route 6, since they're essentially at the east end of Route 6. And this is also the furthest point west we went on our trip. So after this, we cut through the California mountains in some truly lonely places that we were very glad that we did not have any car problems, because
Further west than Emerald Bay?
I believe so.
Just so you know, Hazel's barefooted.
If
I
we
was
had,
barefooted there. It's kind
if
of
we had had a
big
car
regret.
problem out here, we might still be there.
Yeah, it's true.
You would. Weren't we under that sign though? We have this picture with us in it.
Yeah, Dan has it with us too. So
Oh, that's what we want. We want the one with you, so we can hang it with us.
All right,
Really.
we can get you. All of these are available on Google, so. All right, next one.
For small fee.
So your local public health official had to take a few photos of my favorite COVID signs. So this is my Las Vegas picture. While you're in the
Oh
New
my
York,
God.
New York hotel, try singing your favorite Mariah Carey song while you wash your hands.
All I want for Christmas.
That's right.
That's probably the only Mariah Carey song I actually
Yeah, I
have.
had to actually explain this. They didn't really know who Mariah Carey was, so that was a little disappointing. But all right, next photo.
Is she like a 90s person?
Yeah, she's.
Hey, I took that picture.
Well, turns out we all took this picture and we all put this photo into our slideshow. So Daddy took this one out of
that
his.
picture. That's my picture.
It's
I
not.
didn't put it in my
That's
slide.
my good picture.
And I didn't take it. I did take a picture of this, and I didn't put it in my slides.
All right. Well, it was a very photogenic spot. This was, yeah, South Kaibab Trail. This is the afternoon we got there. So the sunset was chasing us. So we could only go down about 2/3 of a mile so that we didn't have to hike back in the total darkness. But
Oh wait, I have a comment. So I didn't take a picture of this because I thought it would be obnoxious, but so there was this sign that said it is very, very not good. Like I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was like, please do not go all the way down to the Colorado River in one day. And I'm like, has anybody ever done that? And they were like, the sign was like, it is
Yeah.
very dangerous.
there were
And
several caution signs about not overexerting yourself in the heat, which was not a problem.
which was not a problem because it was like
It also showed a picture of
20
someone
above
going
freezing.
down and barfing.
All right, girls, we want to make sure this doesn't take too long, so let me keep going. Next
So,
slide.
Ada said something about not going all the way down to the Colorado River. I think that there was an athlete who recently did rim to rim to rim to rim to rim, all in one
What?
continuous run.
Wait,
It's
what did
about-
they do?
Going down to the bottom of the canyon, up to the other side, back down to the canyon, up to the other side.
And then do the
Terrible
whole thing
idea.
again.
Well, they
And then
did
do
it.
the whole thing again, Lindsay.
I understand, but they don't even understand what rim to rim means.
I know what rim to rim means. It means you go down into the canyon and up from there,
All right.
right?
Yes,
It
and then
does.
go back down and then go back up and then go back down, then go back up and then go back down, then go back up.
Oh my god.
All right.
What's this?
So this is the run that I took. This is what I kind of considered my birthday run, but it was actually on December 2nd. So one of the benefits of going in December is that sunrise was at 7:20 instead of, my friend did this run in the summer when the sunrise was at 4:20. But this is actually right outside of the lodge that we stayed in, and I ran along the rim trail, which you can actually see in the bottom left corner, and it goes along the rim, as you might guess. And I think this is a nice shot of how close to the rim it is sometimes. But I ran 5 miles along the rim, and then I took the bus back. So one of my favorite things was talking to the bus drivers on the way back. I had to actually transfer buses to get back. So they gave us some tips about places that we drove to see that are normally only open for the buses during the peak season, but we could go there in our car because peak season ended on November 30th and we were there on December 2nd. So that was a win.
I had a comment, but I forgot it.
All right, well, then we'll move on, okay? So this is for all the people who are nervous. This is the end of my run, and It's actually way safer than this looks, but I took it on purpose, so it looked scary. Because there's a lot of switchbacks right under this. But this is actually where we went hiking the day before. But it was the end of my run. It was at the trailhead of the South.
That makes me like, what the heck, just looking at that.
I love this painting. Well, it's not really a painting.
I did like that. That was very nice.
So when we went to Albuquerque, we stayed at a place that our friends Felicia and Brian recommended, and it was one of the old Route 66 motels that had been renovated. And it was nice. And this piece of art was made from the original doors of the motel. So those wood pieces that are, those are all, they've been painted, but they're
Looks
the
like a
original
geode, kind of.
Yeah.
Like when you break one open, it's got the boring outer layer and then the wow inside.
Comment alert.
Right, Ada.
So I like that. And then next slide.
Ada, is it quick?
Yeah,
What?
kind of.
Go fast. Do it
Okay.
now. We just lost somebody.
Grandma painted a picture of the place we stayed in.
Right. Grandma Henrietta painted a picture of the Elvado mountain.
Promising to send it. What's it called? Novato?
That
I
part-
Elva.
Hazel. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, but I haven't even done any of my pictures. You
I
guys
know
are
it.
taking forever.
Well, the more you interrupt with stories, the more I can't get done.
I'm not interrupting with story.
No, that's not allowed.
Ada is.
All right, you can move on. This is self-explanatory.
You want to sit in?
Hazel, we just got your postcard of this sign yesterday.
Oh,
It made it to us.
It didn't even get shipped until we got back to North Carolina. That was part of our problem. We did get some very good coconut cream pie here.
Yes,
yes,
I love
we
that.
did. That was so good.
I want
Um,
that every single night. I
so
want
Dan,
right now.
anytime that you're ready to advance it, I will keep going.
Oh, the cheeseburger.
Ada's giant cheeseburger from the Midpoint Cafe and some pictures of us in the van. And then Arkansas was a new state for us. So that's the hike that Dan already showed you. You can move on to the next slide. And then
Oh, the
this,
Memphis egg.
this is what we, shush Hazel. This is what we did in Memphis while Dan fixed the flat. So we rode the trolley and then we discovered this park. So you can see on the bottom left, this is how close we were to the downtown buildings. But it's Mud River Park. And so on the top left is the park. And then on the right is we were able to walk out to a observatory area where I could see everything. So you could see the Mississippi River up close, and the picture of us is on the walkway out to the observatory point.
Comment alert. Can I say it?
Say it.
The picture
Oh,
at the top right, we were on this huge bridge. I remember because of the red chairs, which is like, if you get this right outside of the edge of the bridge and you rock back, you're gonna go ooh, splash.
They wanted to find rocks to throw in.
I love that song.
So this was my other favorite public health messaging. Wash your hands like you just ate a plate of hot chicken and need to take out your contacts.
Y'all,
Oh, that's really great. I want that one.
oh, I love this place.
And then I did not know that there was a full-scale replica of the Parthenon in Nashville, but my friend told me that. And so here's Dan at the columns, and I liked the shadow play since the sunset there was at like 4:30. So we arrived at like 5 o'clock, which meant it was almost totally dark. So Yes,
It
Ada.
was pitch black.
Where that was there was this dragon, and it had like broken pieces of.
It was a mosaic. Yes.
I really liked that.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is my final image of the other 900,000 photos that I did not share with you, which are
Road.
the road, the road, the road, the road, the road, the road, the road.
This is like a captcha. This is a captcha.
And
You
Click
have
on
to-
all
you have to
pictures that have
activate
roads.
click.
it.
That's definitely not every single picture with a road in it.
Well,
Where's
right. I took a lot more pictures with the road, but those were some of the good ones.
Where's the
I had a
road? that we can
comment.
go?
Ada.
The one with the snow, we saw this bighorn sheep that I saw first, and I was like, "There's this sheep thing. That's so cool." There's
There
only
was a bighorn sheep right on the side of the highway. It was pretty surprising.
Did you use pic collage, Lindsay? Pic collage or something else?
No, I just did that in PowerPoint for work, so PowerPoint does that for you.
All right, these are Hazel's pictures.
All right, Hazel, you should try to go. So
Okay, this
Maybe
was
don't
at the
give up.
Missouri Botanical Gardens. And I thought Grandma would like these. They were glass work.
Love them. Beautiful.
Next. This one I also really liked. It was bamboo pipes with the leaves and flowers growing out of them. Next one. This is actually a really funny story. So this one is of me. Well, not of me. This one is at the Missouri Botanical Gardens, and so it's actually part of the 12 Days of Christmas. It's the French hens, but I originally thought it was Eiffel chickens, and because I didn't know that it was the 12 Days of Christmas. So then there were like turtle doves or turtles with wings, and calling birds were like 4 birds on a telephone, and it was very hilarious. Next one.
Let me point out, this is not the last Eiffel Tower you will see in this slideshow.
No, it is not. This is Breckenridge. It was very foggy and snowy. I liked all the Christmas trees on it. So then it was very cold there. Actually, Dad, Dad,
What?
that picture of the Grand Canyon was not. It was the only picture that had me wearing my big coat, but I wore my big coat in Breckenridge.
Okay.
This is the snow-covered rocks. I had these for my background on my iPad for a while. Now my iPad is a rock that I saw at Arches. This is the one time the sky was blue in Breckenridge, and I think it's very pretty.
It's the town.
I like
town of
the
Breckenridge.
snow-covered hills right here.
Town.
Next.
all right, please don't hit my tailbone.
This is actually another time. It was around the same. I took it around the same time, but it's a different place, and I like the house. That is right here.
We went snowshoeing. We said, wow, that's a fancy house. They said that the word on the street was that Peyton Manning bought it.
Yeah.
So I'm
Next.
not sure if that's true, but
Is he a 90s kind of guy?
He's from
This is me in front of the arch with the mountains in the background. So I thought this was funny. If you had your head positioned just right, you could cover out the people that were right here, and right here. basically. And so, but it doesn't look like your head is basically in a circle where the arch is, because that would just look weird. And so I kind of tried to block the people out that were taking pictures in the arch. So next, this is me in a little arch. This is the sunset, and like, I forget where this actually is.
Where is this?
But I really like that picture.
I think it's Nevada.
Does it look like Nevada? This
This is us by a truffula tree. And so,
this is absolute middle of nowhere.
yeah, this really is. So there were so many of these truffula trees.
Can I
So-
say something?
Yes.
Joshua tree.
There we thought there was this like giant dinosaur thing because there's like this huge poop, and Dad saw this footprint which was really scary, and Dad called these trees their truffula trees, but they were nothing like actual truffula trees in the Lorax.
Really called
Ada still thinks the Lorax is real, but it's not. This is the high roller. I don't know if everybody can see, but there were purple lights on in this picture.
Oh,
You can only see it in a few places. Here and here are the best places to see the lights. So, and then the next picture is another one, the high roller. You can see the lights much better.
How they're making them now with that.
And so I remember when we were all the way up here, I was like, wow, I hope this glass is real glass and it's not like, so I saw this movie. It was an animation, but they were in the Vegas high roller and the glass shattered away and every wall, and they were just standing on the platform. And I was like, if that was real, I'm going to freak out. Next one. This is the replica of the Eiffel Tower in Vegas. I had one chance to take that, and it was a little bit blurry, I will admit, but it worked. This is the Grand Canyon. It, I think, is my favorite picture. No, it's not. It might be one of my favorite pictures because of the shadows. I do love the shadows.
Good shadow.
Really good, Hazel.
And then this is me and Ada on a rock. I like it because this little thing back here is very nice. It's very pretty. So I like that. It might be the next picture, but I don't know. This is definitely in my favorites. I like how the sun was setting right here. And that's exactly where there's a little divot in the, there's a canyon that goes like this, and a canyon that goes like this. Oops, that is terrible. So there's a canyon that goes like this, and a canyon that goes like this. So it's like got a little divot, and it's really cool, and I really like that. And I like how the sun's setting. It's beautiful. This is my favorite picture.
Why do you think we all took a picture of this, Ava?
I don't know. It's
I
my
like how
favorite.
things tight so much, so you really get it like.
So I did like the lighting and the tiger stripes right there. Called them tiger stripes. You can see them better in the shade, but you can see them in the sun a little bit too. This is another picture of the Grand Canyon. I really like this picture because it's really swirly. It goes like woo. Like,
Sound of the Grand Canyon.
this is Mom in front of the 40. It's in front of the 40 thing, and there's like, so it goes all the way to like 500 million years ago or something, and I took a picture of Mom right by the 40 years ago.
Right, so
She had turned 40 that day. She asked me to take a picture of her. Yes. Next picture. This is Daddy. I think this is my last picture. This is Daddy on the edge of the canyon. He was like 2 or 3 feet from the edge. He wanted me to take a picture of him. So actually there's like steps down and I wanted him to take a picture. He wanted me to take a picture of him acting like he was about to fall off. But he was actually standing down there. And I thought that, I was like, no way, that's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life if that actually happened to you.
We did take that picture, Hazel.
Huh?
We did take that picture.
And then I deleted it.
Oh, shit.
Did you take it on my phone? Hang on. I'm gonna try to find it. Anyway, does anyone have any questions, or does anyone have any requests for more pictures?
Hey, can you stop screen sharing so we can see
People
everybody?
might be pretty tired now.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm not.
Question. I have a question.
What?
Yes, Grandma.
Did you have a good time?
Do you
Yes.
even have to ask that? Yes, of course we did.
I just have to.
About to say, no, of course we didn't.
Looks like
I
you
want
have.
to know which state do you want to go back to most?
Probably Lake Tahoe, but that's not a state.
California.
2 states.
All of them. State do I want to go to? Florida.
I've been to
The only
Florida.
state I
Which state do you want to
haven't
go
gone
back
but
to?
8 and
Is
a
what she
half.
asked from the trip.
I need to go to Florida.
I
How
like the
about
place.
Oklahoma?
What
I'd like to know how you liked Oklahoma. I know.
I did not like it in
Well, the
Oklahoma.
neighborhood we stayed in was cool. I wish we had more time to hang out there.
Yes, that's what I thought about almost every place.
Yeah, well, we
Well,
didn't have a lot of time anywhere.
We stayed like one night for every place other than Lake Tahoe. Where'd Kelsey go? Good night.
I think Vega probably gave out on it being an hour long.
Wonderful slideshow.
Been an hour and 10 minutes
Really nice.
right
Oh.
now.
2 thumbs up.
I mean, you must, as I said earlier, you must have had about 1,000 pictures. So boiling them down to something. Excuse me.
Oh, she's cutting. She's an editor.
Oh, she's an editor.
That's
That was
good,
really good. Got any answers?
What?
I said, they asked if we had any questions, and I wondered if they had any answers.
Oh, any answers?
You have any answers you'd like to give?
I already answered all the questions that were given to me.
Hazel's the only one who answered where to go back. What about everybody else in the van?
Yeah, Dad ate a mom.
Arches.
You want to go back?
Place
I want to go back to the Grand
or
Canyon.
the
Grand
Memphis
Canyon was
place.
fun.
Because I love that bridge. I love all the places that we went.
Natural
Oh,
bridge.
I have a question for all you guys. Where would you guys go that we went?
You know where I want to go? There's a train that goes to the Grand Canyon. And
We did that.
I heard I've done it, but I did it in the fall. And I heard if you do it at Christmas, they do it up like the Polar Express.
Yeah, we looked into it. I was a little bit shocked about how much that cost.
How much did it cost?
Place that we went.
It was going to cost us like $800
Why?
because that's how much it cost.
Why?
I don't think it cost that much when I did it. Even a quarter of that.
Well, maybe the Christmas tree.
Well, I don't know how much it was the Christmas stuff and how much it was COVID, but it was expensive.
We took it to Williams and round trip, and it wasn't expensive, but it wasn't Christmas. So we took it.
Was it COVID?
No, it wasn't COVID, and it wasn't Christmas. It was just a regular.
That must be why.
It was just, it wasn't expensive. It was like $50 round trip.
So was anybody gonna answer my question? Where would you go if you could go one place that we went?
That was Whitney's answer.
Arches. I would vote for Arches.
I guess I thought you want to go to Nevada. Elko.
I love Arches.
Do not go to Elko.
Like an actual place we went, not
Really?
like.
Arches.
Arches
not
for
like I
me,
want to go to
because I've never
Nevada
been
and I
there.
want to like.
I would go to the castle in Austin. That funny little castle. Nobody put that in their slideshow.
Stokes
Yeah.
Castle.
I don't think we went there.
We did go to Austin, Nevada, where that castle was on the edge.
That's where we eat water bars.
I think the one place you should next time you go to Death Valley.
Death
Add Death
Valley.
Valley to your trip.
That's gonna get me terrified. Oh, I'm just waiting for a couple.
Yes, Richard proposed another, I think like 5 more stops on our way to Las Vegas, but we had 83 hours of driving. In the addition of 1 more hour, I vetoed.
I looked at your itinerary and I did ask myself that soulful question: Grand Canyon or Arches? And I realized
Grand Canyon, definitely.
I realized it's Arches, because you can do so much more in Arches than you could do in the Grand Canyon.
Wrong.
No, Arches is the best. I want to go there again.
Grand Canyon is better.
Okay.
Well, I think they're both
Just the
very good,
average
but
sister disagreement
Hazel,
happens all the time.
Yeah, I vote.
Raise your hand.
Hazel,
I vote Arches. It's the best.
okay, can you be quiet for a moment? So we've now, Dan and I have now been to the Moab area for a grand total of like 48 hours, and we still haven't made it to Canyonlands, which is 30 minutes further south of Arches. So we shall have to go at some point.
Okay, what was your question for me, Grandpa?
Hazel, I recommend that you go on a river trip through the Grand Canyon. That's what I would recommend.
You know why Grandpa recommends that? Because he did that.
I did it.
And you know that he did it with James Taylor in the boat?
Do you even know who James Taylor
From the
is?
nine, must be
I
from the.
do not.
Somebody from the 90s.
He's a famous singer. He's the
He
one.
was famous in the late 1900s.
He's the one who sings "You've Got a Friend." You know that song, "You've Got a Friend"?
No, I don't.
You don't know that song? Oh,
Oh my God.
I love that picture.
that is
Mommy's not here. She's in the bathroom.
2020. I can't even say.
No,
You don't
No,
like
it's a good
they
picture.
were weird.
I like that picture.
They're weird.
No, it's good picture.
It's weird.
and good.
Good.
No, it's not good. It's just weird.
Well,
Hazel and Ada, did
No,
you
it's not.
travel together?
It's
with
like
no
watching an
disagreement?
advertisement on TV.
wait, Hazel, your grandma Marcia's trying to say something, and she's been trying for a while.
Did you have any sister disagreements on the trip, or did you travel together pretty well?
Well, we sat.
Well, we
next to
got a
each
12
other.
passenger van, and yet we used all three. We used most of the trip. Me and Ada sat on the same row.
Yeah, that was weird. Like
We
'cause
didn't
weren't
really
fighting that
fight
much
all the
then.
time, but it was like this disagreement, like which is better, a cheeseburger or a hamburger?
Cheeseburger.
It was weird.
There, that's the picture.
There it is. I want that picture. So you would you take that van again? What would you do next time for vehicle?
Next time,
Your dad, can your dad answer that question?
What if you chose bicycle?
Yeah, we had bicycles. I like that. It was good. We brought more stuff than we needed.
Very true.
The reason we got the 12 passenger van is we looked into renting a minivan, which is substantially bigger than Lindsay's minivan that we have. And that was going to be, it was only going to be a few $100s. It was going to be like $600 cheaper than the 12 passenger.
Hazel, stop.
So for a few $100s, we got a much bigger car. And I don't know. I think it was the right. It was the right car. It was actually any bigger, and we wouldn't have been able to park it all the places that we were able to park at this point, including at the parking deck at the casino. It just barely fits, and it fits into regular parking spaces.
That was way scarier than the edge of the Grand Canyon, that parking deck.
What parking deck?
I didn't think so.
It had a clearance of like 3 inches.
Well,
oh
I
yeah.
was looking from the outside of the van, and it was.
I don't know. I saw a truck backing up from the can opener bridge yesterday. I felt like that.
Hazel, what are you doing?
Making Daddy look funny.
Very nice.
Very nice. '20 was a little different. That's a
Okay,
good-
I want to share something. Can I share something?
All right.
I don't know
Okay.
if that-
I want to share this funniest photo. Ada's gonna laugh so much.
Oh, I hate that.
Ada loves this photo.
I thought I put that on my slideshow.
That's pretty scary looking, Hazel.
I love it.
It's from the
I put it on my slideshow, I thought.
I guess you didn't.
You didn't airdrop
Maybe
it.
I just didn't send it to Dad.
Well, everyone got to see it. So you lucked out.
Do you think you would have enjoyed the trip without all of the tech that you had along the way?
Huh?
Without all the what?
Technology that you used along the way?
What is that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What would you have done in the car?
I would have sat there and complained, why didn't I bring my technology? But I would still like it.
And how many times did they ask, how many more miles or how long till we get there?
Not very much.
Really
Like
not very much.
once
which
or
is-
twice.
Which shows you how much iPad and iPhone they watched. Because really, I think you could count it on one hand.
Like 15 hours or something.
And almost all of them were within the final 12 minutes before we arrived at the house in Lake Tahoe.
That was a long day, wasn't it? Was that your longest day?
Legos.
Like a 5-way tie for longest day. Actually, the longest day was probably when the flat tire happened.
Yeah, that was a pretty long
Because then we didn't even get on the road until 1 in the afternoon.
Well, and
Well, how do you drive across the
we-
country
we
with a
got- we
flat
got to-
tire?
Knoxville at like 9 p.m. That was the latest we ever got in anywhere.
well, and it was really the only place where there and before Moab were the only 2 places where we had to adjust our destination. We only adjusted about like 30 to 45 minutes, but that was the 2 times that we have difficulties. We had to adjust. So we had the long drive in Colorado, which meant that we stopped before getting down to Moab, and then the flat tire day, we had to adjust.
It's hot cocoa.
Oh, that was my favorite picture. I love that picture.
Like a real.
Oh wait, Dad, I want to show a picture.
Nice.
Next to the ones of the scenery, above the carriage, the me with the mask.
Dan told me we were going to
That
gather
one.
10 to 15 photos, and I think he's on like 74 now.
Well, we're talking. I thought I'd show some pictures while we were talking. Here's all the pictures of us in the.
That was a lot.
This guy just kept on taking pictures.
Picture.
3 rows.
Dad, I have a question.
What?
How many years of my life are you gonna make me a birthday video?
I don't know. Should I stop now?
No. Should do it till I'm like 20 or 30 or something.
Oh my.
Oh wait, stop. Go up. Go down.
Oh, the whole family picture.
And stop. That one.
All right.
That's me with Josh's sunglasses.
Hiding sunglasses.
Can you share some videos? I didn't get to see any of the videos.
This video doesn't really work over Zoom very well.
Can you at least try and
What
share
I'm
it?
gonna edit together the video of our hike to Delicate Arch. Because I took that intending to edit it together. I took
This
it,
was our walk down the South
Mhm.
Kaibab Trail.
I took it in 6 seconds increments. And
Gone.
it's a bunch of them edited together, be a few minutes long.
Hazel, did you like snowshoeing?
Some parts and some parts.
My favorite part of going snowshoeing was not snowshoeing. I love laying down on the ground.
Yeah, Ada's favorite part was lying down on the ground.
I think in hindsight, they were probably a little bit irritated by the altitude. Hazel, will you please stop with the squiggling on the screen, or do I need to take you off of your own device?
Why? What's so bad about it?
Do teachers have to put up with that?
Yeah,
Kids
right.
are in
No.
school.
That's why Kelsey is logged off, because
Probably. Yeah, everybody has
Like,
disappeared around me, so I don't know what's happening behind me, I guess.
All right, shall we wrap up?
Great slideshows.
Hazel's gone now.
Thank
still
you,
here.
Thank you. I was looking for the picture that you drew of Delicate Arch when you were 10 years old.
Oh, you have it there?
I don't have it. I thought I might have it here. I think it's in Cambridge. Because I kept those pads. And inside the pad is a drawing that you did and the drawing that Aaron did.
Uh-huh.
And they were really good, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means you're in Wellfleet, I guess.
We're in Wellfleet, yes.
We're in Wellfleet with a heating system that's not dependable. It was until 2 weeks ago, but now it's.
Do you have snow?
No, they had snow in Cambridge, but we didn't get it out here. So it's nicer without the snow.
You're not going to get snowed in Cambridge this year?
Oh, we could. They did last week. No, but I mean, we could end up being there. We don't know where we're gonna be from until we figure out this heating situation. I
Like
love this.
dinner picture.
Tell us about the food. So Lindsay, did you cook in the hotel? I mean, in the Airbnb?
We did a lot of things. We most often cooked just breakfast in the Airbnb. So we traveled with oatmeal and granola so that we could have breakfast. We sometimes got takeout. In Las Vegas, we got the Denny's family pack, which we use for more than one meal. And then pretty much our lunches were either takeout or leftovers. So we traveled with a cooler, some ice packs, 3 thermoses. No, I'm talking about the food. Please don't interrupt. So we had leftovers. We saw our friends in Kansas City, so that was our first bit of leftovers. We had some leftovers from some takeout, and then we had some leftovers from Thanksgiving, so we were able to take some of that stuff with us. And then taking the crock pot with us was really part of my calamity planning, being worried if things really got bad and we felt like we couldn't stop and get stuff at restaurants for some reason. But we did end up using it. We cooked black beans overnight in the Airbnb before we went into Arches because there's no food inside Arches.
Uh-huh.
So by having food with us, which was a combo of leftovers and those fresh foods, this was on the trip. Not true anymore, but so we did that. And I thought about in my slideshow putting my Sonic chili wrap, but
Okay.
we only went to drive-in one time.
That's a Sonic?
Yeah, it was good.
I gotta find out what that is. And milkshakes?
We didn't get any milkshakes at Sonic. We should have. But that picture Dan put up,
Yeah, what was that? Are those fancy toilet seats?
yes.
What am I eating?
That's pretty funny.
But what I was gonna say, the picture Dan put up of the salads is actually, that's what you want by the end. If you eat all takeout, you don't get very much crunchy, fresh food. But we did this a fair amount, which was order food from a place with curbside takeout and then eat it in the van in the parking lot of that restaurant.
This was
So
at a Greek place in Conway, Arkansas.
On your own plates?
Yeah, so we had a bag that had all our plastic utensils, napkins, plates, and water bottles. Dan had the picture of all our devices being charged, but the other thing we had to do every day was make sure we had 4 full water bottles.
Yeah, that'll slow you down if somebody says, I'm thirsty, and there's no water in the car.
And if they're named Ada, it happens like every day.
Meant to say Max.
It's nice. It's nice how you don't name names.
So we
Well, it looks
learned,
like you had a lot of fun, and I'm glad you shared the pictures. I'm
Ollie,
going to have to sign off now, but
Ollie,
thanks for sharing.
Us too. It's gonna be
it's a
bedtime.
trolley.
we'll have to share a couple of the sets of curated Google photo albums, but not all 4,000 photos.
Keeps going away.
Yeah, you might have to share some of the million sleigh ride ones.
Yeah.
I'll share
Well,
them.
I think we can just put all of those into an album, and then anybody who wants to can download the ones they want.
I'll do it right now.
That
Kelsey
sounds-
came back to chat here.
Vegas been very disruly, so I did see the majority of things, but then
Is
just
disrobing a
can't.
word, Miss English teacher?
I was literally gonna say that exact, like, hey, wordsmith.
There's a
really
list
is
of
not.
words that only English teachers are allowed to use.
There are words that need to be invented, and I think that that's what we just heard.
What word are they even
I
saying?
think Disruly didn't agree with them.
Unruly.
No, I
Unruly.
don't think it didn't
What
disagree.
did I say?
Disagreeable.
What did she say? We don't know what she said.
She said disruly.
Oh,
I think she meant unruly and disagreeable.
You guys are just like having dad here. Pointed out every word that I've said wrong. All
We just know that you like words.
brain is doing the best it can right now, but it has several misfires each day. So
see, Henrietta doesn't know what you're referring
that's
to.
okay. Neither does Vegas. So we'll just keep
Okay.
it that way.
Okay.
But it was nice to get to see as much as we could. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm amazed that you could even narrow it down at all. So,
Well, Kelsey, if you want, we're recording it. You could go back and look. Not that I'm saying you need to.
Cool. That's helpful.
Julie was interested, but today is Tony's brother's birthday, so they could not be on tonight. So
Yeah, I'm sure that's a tough day for them.
yeah, so we said we could record it for them.
Well, that's nice.
But it's coming up in
Okay.
2 hours long, so how valuable that recording is.
Do you want to say bye to everybody?
yeah, we're going to say bye now, Vegas.
Bye.
You wanna say
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, kids.
Vega. Bye, Vega.
Bye, Max.
Bye, Max.
Bye, Vega. Bye, Vega.
You want to say goodbye to anybody else? Just Vega.
I can curl my tongue now. Bye, Dan. Bye.
Bye, Max.
Yeah, that's
Now,
good.
now Max is saying bye to everybody.
Bye.
You mind it, Vega?
Bye, Lindsay. Bye, Lindsay.
Yeah.
You want to say goodbye? Come over here.
Okay.
I can also do it inside my mouth.
Yeah. We can't see that when you do that though.
The next Zoom call will be stupid people tricks.
Oh,
Bye,
here, this one
Dewey.
came back to say goodbye.
Well,
Ah, Dewey.
no one's supposed to say stupid. No one's supposed to
No, we don't usually say stupid.
say. Is
either.
it daytime over there?
No, it's not.
No, it's nighttime. It's almost dinner time.
Yep. Daddy went to go get our dinner.
It's pretty much bedtime here.
Have a snack.
Okay, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye, 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 bye. Oh,